Let's talk about how the 3 P's of burnout, perfectionism, people-pleasing, and procrastination show up when it comes to doing a simple task such as writing an email. Hi, my name is Maria. Follow me for tips on how to go from feeling overwhelmed to feeling like you're on top of things. So the 3 P's of burnout end up costing us a lot of time, leaving us overwhelmed, which over time turns into burnout. And I wanted to give an example of how each of them show up in a simple task such as writing an email. And you might identify with one of them or more than one or a combination of all 3. So if you're prone to perfectionism and you have to respond to an email or write an email, the way this shows up is you end up spending so much time thinking about how others are going to read the email, worrying about whether you've said everything perfectly, whether every point you've made is perfectly researched, double checking, triple checking, quadruple checking everything, imagining somebody criticizing what you said. And I'm talking here about going several degrees above what it takes to make the work product really good. I'm not saying, never double check your work, never proofread what you wrote. I'm talking about it's already good and yet you still don't trust yourself to send it out because you're so worried that you keep checking and checking and checking. And that's where we get into wasting a lot of time territory. You're like, I think it's good, but is it actually? Let me check one more time and then one more time and one more time. If you're prone to people-pleasing or fear of disappointing others, you're rereading the email from a different perspective. You're trying to figure out if you're being too mean. Are you being too aggressive? Are you using enough exclamation points? Are you using too many exclamation points and now it sounds fake and quote-unquote unprofessional? What do you say to the one request in the email that is too unreasonable and too unfeasible? Do you turn it down? But if you turn it down, you're going to feel terrible. And is it mean? And are people going to be upset? And if you don't turn it down, are you going to be able to do it? And what do you promise? And what timeline do you tell people? So that ends up taking so much more time than it would just to write a really good email. And if you're prone to procrastination, you know what to write, you know what you want to say, it's going to feel so much better to say it, but it feels like something is compelling your body to do anything else other than just write the email. So in all 3 instances, you actually know exactly what you need to do. It's just that there's something in your brain that is making it a much more gargantuan task than what it needs to be. I don't think I've used the word gargantuan in many, many years, and it just felt really appropriate in this context. But anyway, those 3 P's, perfectionism, people-pleasing, procrastination, end up wasting you so much time and making you spinning and feeling overwhelmed, which again, when it happens over and over and over, you end up being burnt out. So let's clean those up. Let's figure out which one of the 3 or which combination of the 3 is coming up most for you and take that out of the picture so that you can just sit down and write the email and then move on with your life. The email doesn't have to be a massive part of your day and taking up so much of your time. Book a consult so we can talk about how to take care of one or more of those 3 P's in your life. The link is in my bio.